we're taking a look at the 2019 Specialized Tarmac Comp Disc. This is a really neat tarmac, and what the tarmac is in the Specialized lineup is a high performance, lightweight racing bike. Now, Specialized makes a few different types of road bikes, and the tarmac has been their fastest and their most performance-oriented version that they've had. Now, this is the SL7 version of the frame, meaning this is the 7th generation, and it's one of those things where they've been perfecting this bike over time. Now, because this is a comp level, it means this is going to come with what Specialized calls a 9R frame. So the 9R frame is the entry-level frame set, but it takes a lot of the cues from your S-Works level frames and a few things to help make it a little less expensive. Now, interesting to the SL7 tarmac is the fact that this frame, while not designed to be aerodynamic, actually ends up being quite efficient. So they actually claim that the SL7 tarmac frame is just as fast in the wind tunnel as the outgoing Venge, the original generation. So that means you're going to get some performance advantage from aerodynamics while still getting a really light and nice riding bike. Now, because this is a 9R, that means that this is going to come with a traditional 27.2 seat post. The top level versions of the frame do have a airfoil shaped seat post, but this is going to be a standard 27.2 round post, which is actually a pretty nice thing. Now, in the down tube, this does use what they call clean cable routing, which is where they take a lot of care to make sure that the cable routing on this bike is as clean and hard to see as possible. So even though this is a mechanical bike, there are next to no visible cables on it, except for in the handlebar area. Another neat thing about the tarmac frame set is they use what's called rider first technology. And what that is where they actually change the layup schedule and the tubing so that each frame size is going to ride the same. A lot of brands will use, say, a 56 centimeter frame to get the ride quality exactly how they want it. But what that ends up doing is that makes the small bikes too stiff and the big bikes too soft. So Specialized designs the layup schedule and the frame tubing for each size of the bike, which means you're going to get the same ride quality and performance no matter what size frame you use. Now, looking at the bike, it is going to run an integrated headset. So this is going to be an integrated tapered headset down to a carbon fiber fork. It is also going to have a carbon fiber steer tube, which is a nice feature to have. And then on the back end, they're going to allow this bike to be a little more comfortable because, as you can see, this actually uses a drop stay. And what that is the seat stay of the bike is actually separated from the top tube, and that's going to allow the bike to have a little more flex in the seat tube and keep you even that much more comfortable. Now, frame wise, it's going to run up to 30 mil tires, and 30 millimeter tire clearance, that's actually pretty huge for a performance bike like this. Most of them are not going to come with tires nearly that large. Speaking of tires, stock on the bike is going to be the Specialized Turbo Pro tires. These are their Gription compound, kind of fast rolling tires, and they're going to be mounted up on a DT R470 DB rim that's laced with 24 spokes to a Specialized hub. Now, the neat thing with these rims are these are actually tubeless ready, so you can set these wheels up tubeless if that's what you'd like. As far as drivetrain, this bike's going to be running the Ultegra R8000 group set. So it's going to have the internal cam R8000 derailleur, and then it's also going to have your R8000 rear derailleur with cassette and chain. On the non-drive side of the bike, you'll notice that it's got disc brakes. So these are the R8000 discs, and it is a flat mount setup, which means you get the nice low profile brake calipers, and then you're going to get center lock 160 millimeter Shimano Ultegra rotors. The other neat thing is this is a through axle bike, so this is 12x100 up front with a flush through axle, which uses an Allen key to remove. Same idea is going to happen on the rear, Just on the back of this bike, you'll see it actually comes with a 140mm rotor, but it still has that flush through axle. Final awesome thing to mention is the bottom bracket. That's right, you see it there? This has got a threaded bottom bracket. So even though it's a performance frame, they've gone away from the old press fit bottom brackets to a threaded BB. Well, now that we've taken a look at some of the features of this bike, let's go ahead and find out what it weighs. And this Tarmac Comp Disc is going to weigh in at a pretty reasonable 17.5 pounds. Thanks for watching this video on the 2019 Specialized Tarmac Comp Disc. Go ahead and let me know what you think about this bike down in the comments below. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and hit the like button if you enjoyed the video.